clamoring for 30%. But today, international, in Cameroon, I'm talking about Cameroon, but international conventions and some human rights, especially women advocates, are saying that there should be equity. And talking about equity here is not even making it 50-50. It's making it in such a way that women were to be in the majority, let them be. If men were to be in the majority, let it be. Let them be as well. Well, but they are going more for equality. Equality means 50-50. If we came up with 50-50, we know there are so many parameters to be considered to come up with that. But generally speaking, there is much that has been done in Cameroon in terms of achievements in promoting the position of the women. We have women today in the military, in the top-ranking position in the military, colonels. We don't have a general yet. We have colonels in the police. We have women who are commissioners. So many out of about getting up to 30 commissioners, what you call in French, commissaire divisionnaire. We have a good number of women. Permit me to wish a happy Women's Day to one of them, the Joyce Njem Mandeng, who is the head of communication unit of the DGSN. As we speak, ladies and gentlemen, the motorcade that is bringing the First Lady to the ceremonial ground here at the 20th May Boulevard is just arriving at the position where you see with me, coming right in, and the First Lady, as I told you, who is a UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador, Special Ambassador of UNAIDS. She has a silver medal in Marie Curie of UNESCO. She is the honorary president of US for Africa. She is the founding president of the Circle of Friends of Cameroon, a humanitarian. Yes, we have the arrival here, Martin Noel Ndenge, Beatrice Losamba. You are seeing with me? The First Lady is right here.
Merci Kylian Dandifon, merci pour tous ces rappels, pour tous ces chiffres importants. La Première Dame est donc là. Elle fait son entrée ici au boulevard du 20 mai à Yaoundé. Vous voyez avec nous, chers téléspectateurs, à l'écran, Madame Chantal BIYA est arrivée. Les choses sérieuses vont démarrer dans quelques instants après son installation à la tribune d'honneur où tous les invités sont déjà en place pour l'accueillir. Comme je vous l'avais annoncé, le ministre de la Promotion de la Femme et de la Famille, le professeur Marie-Thérèse Abnondois, au four et au moulin, depuis le lancement de cette journée internationale de la femme à Kribi, dans le département de l'Océan, région du Sud. Elle est accompagnée de tous les dignitaires de la région du centre, et Madame Chantal BIYA, dont la voiture se positionne à l'entrée de la tribune d'honneur, et elle sera accueillie à sa sortie de véhicule par le professeur Marie-Thérèse Abnondois, le ministre de la Promotion de la Femme et de la Famille. Et voilà Madame Chantal BIYA, resplendissante, radieuse et souriante comme toujours. Des applaudissements pour accueillir l'épouse du président de la République qui jamais n'a failli pour venir accompagner les femmes ici.
On the occasion of the 35th edition of the International Women's Day.
And that special welcome there from a 10-year-old girl she just stretched out her arms and gave a bouquet of flowers to the First Lady, all dressed in very beautiful Women's Day colors here. Madame Chantal BIYA is heading to her seat at the grandstand here at the 20 Boulevard. And from there, as soon as she takes her seat, things are going to become very serious here at the May 20. She's being accompanied there by the military band that is going to set the pace for a march past here at the May 20 Boulevard. And then when Madame Chantal BIYA gets to her seat and probably gives some handshakes and exchanges civilities with people seated next to her, which are spouses of government ministers and cabinet ministers and members of government. We're going to have the singing of the national anthem, and then right after the singing of the national anthem, the 2-hour march past to mark the March 8th International Women's Day celebration will start here. Madame Chantal BIYA there, exchanging civilities, you know, just sending out kisses and wishes to women who are not indifferent to her gestures there. Very beautiful gesture, and she takes a seat right there. No, she's not going to take a seat. She's going to stay right there standing. And right after that, we'll have the national anthem. So the military band will give way to the singing of the national anthem, Martin.
Madame Chantal BIYA qui a pris place à la tribune d'honneur. Madame Chantal BIYA qui a tenu à saluer toutes les femmes ici présentes au boulevard du 20 mai, qui par un geste de la main, qui par des petits bisous, des femmes toujours heureuses de la recevoir, des femmes toujours heureuses de l'accueillir ici. Madame Chantal BIYA a donc pris place à la tribune d'honneur, parée de ses plus beaux atours pour cette 35e édition de la Journée internationale de la femme. Et le boulevard du 20 mai est l'épicentre. Le boulevard du 20 mai est l'épicentre des activités ici à Yaoundé. Et avant que les choses ne démarrent, nous allons certainement écouter dans un moment l'hymne national avant le démarrage du défilé proprement dit. Et nous vous le disions, plus de 27 000 femmes vont battre le pavé ici au boulevard du 20 mai, l'exécution de l'hymne national.
Yes, and so after the singing of the national anthem there with the First Lady, after the First Lady's arrival and the singing of the national anthem, the march past train is certainly going to open here. It's going to begin first of all with a special square. We're going to have about 3 special squares that will, unroll the package, today's package, and the package there, we're going to have a lot of innovation which will go in line with the theme promoting gender and protecting women's rights by 2020, taking taking stock of actions undertaken, setting a new course. And that's the first is going to be a wagon which depicts the sector of sovereignty, defense and security. And we're going to have a second wagon which is going to be the general and finance administration. That will be followed by education, training, employment and research, sector communication, culture, youth, sports and leisure. Well, so we have the beginning of the March Past train there with the May announcing the event, which is the March 8th International Women's Day, and that one is going to be followed by a special square, which will be made up of majorettes. A lot of innovation this year, which this year's March 8th Women's Day International Women's Day celebration, under the theme Promoting Gender and Protecting Women's Rights by 2020, taking stock of actions undertaken, setting a new course. It promises to be a very colorful march past because we've seen hundreds and thousands of women dressed here in very beautiful colors. Elegant marchers will be making their way through the May 20 Boulevard and to be chaired by the First Lady Chantal, whom we saw arrive there in just a moment, just about a few seconds ago. And they will be chaired by her and a couple of government ministers, enterprising women, women who have made a name for themselves and who are cheering the others and asking them to do the same. A lot will be happening here. We're going to have about, in just no time, one of the big surprises of the March 8th International Women's Day, which is the special square, a special square of about 50 women of the women's and empowerment